today I have my update video for my project Use It Up, the one that I was doing from January until March. The end of March, of course. It's like the 24th, I think, of February, and I had initially intended on filming this like a week ago. Well, I just had planned on getting this done a little bit sooner, but my life didn't work that way. So I'm a little bit behind on doing this, but I mean, not really too much. I just wanted to get an update out there for my records, really. I also need to take a time out here and clarify a little bit. When I filmed my everything but candles inventory video, I had been talking about how I don't need to go into Bath & Body Works until 2022, and realistically, I like shopping. So the reason why no buys and low buys don't work for me is because it's like I am making myself wait to a certain time and then I can buy stuff again, and then I go wild and I buy too much. So I'm not doing like a low buy or a no buy by any definition of that. I am just trying to change my mentality and my mindset on how I am buying things. Doing this project Use It Up really is going to put it into perspective for me on what I can use up in what amount of time. That's kind of why I'm doing this. And like I said, I just need to get it through my brain that I don't need to buy things just because it's on sale. And Bath & Body Works is the biggest killer for doing that. I mean, I buy other stuff too, but I'm just trying to really wrangle in my Bath & Body Works spending. So that's my little clarification. I hope nobody thought I was going on like a no buy or a low buy. I was just trying to convince myself that I don't need to buy anymore, because like I have a bunch of body creams and I don't even use body creams anymore, but those were like the first things that I had bought back in 2019 when I got into Bath & Body Works. I wasn't using them, I was buying them, and now that I'm actually using stuff, I don't use body creams that much. That or fine fragrance mists or pocket bags or soap holders and candle holders, that kind of stuff. I'm not buying any more of those because I have bought some. I mean, I really like my Christmas ones that I got last year, but like the average candle holders and soap holders, I'm not buying them anymore. So yeah, the purpose of that video that I had filmed was to really convince myself that I don't need to buy any more stuff, or really realize what I don't need to buy any more of and what I'll actually end up using so I can repurchase more. Okay, on to my update. I weighed everything and wrote it down, so there's that. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is my Snowflakes and Cashmere shower gel. So these are my progress lines. I have one near at the top and one almost at the middle, almost halfway through this right now. The one at the top I had marked the beginning of January, once I had already decided I was doing this, so like mid-January actually. But I had been using this from Christmas time, so like the 26th on. Yeah, I'm not quite halfway through this yet, but I'm making progress, and this is the only shower gel that I have been using. I haven't been using like excessive amounts. I use like normal amounts, and not wasteful amounts, I guess I should say. So that being said, I kind of wish I had another scent that I would switch on and off with, so that I didn't have to use this every single time I took a shower, because although I like it, I mean, I get kind of bored with it. But I have been doing good with keeping this as like my only shower gel that I've been using. That being said, I would be okay having like 1 or 2, maybe even 3 shower gels in a project to make sure I get any use out of them. Really, in general, I would be okay having 2 or 3 shower gels that I can rotate in my shower so that I can use different scents for each season. I don't believe I'm going to end up actually fully finishing this up by the end of March, when this round of my project Use It Up finishes and I start a new one with different items. So I'm just gonna roll this one over into next wintertime season. Next wintertime season, this will be empty for me. For now though, it's not. So this Hands of Hope Green Tea and Avocado Hand and Nail Cream, I've truthfully used this one single time. Not enough to even make a difference when I weighed it, so I mean, it's an okay scent, but it's not my favorite, and I kind of like some other stuff that I have in my product right now, so I'm just really not using this, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I don't really want to roll it over into anything. I kind of just want to throw it away and get it out of my collection. We'll see if I can get any use out of it by the end of March. I'll make a decision then. And the Snowflakes and Cashmere Body Butter from 2019 wintertime. When I weighed it initially, it was 9.8 ounces, and as of today, it's 9.3 ounces. So I've not even used up a whole ounce worth. As you can see on the inside, it's no longer pretty and perfect like it was initially, but I have been surprisingly enjoying using this. I mean, it's super thick and I wouldn't just use it like a regular lotion, but this is gonna be kind of gross, but I have kind of dry feet, especially in the wintertime, and this has been super nice for my dry feet. So that's where I've been finding use from this. I don't know how many more body butters I'm gonna end up buying. I feel like I could have one per season and that would last me like years and years and years. This is my only body butter that I have, anyways. I had 2 body creams in this round of this project Use It Up. I had Frosted Holly, again from 2019 Christmas, wintertime. This one, when I weighed it, wasn't any different from when I initially weighed it. I used it a single time. So, the other body cream I had and supposed to be used was Magic in the Air. Again, I weighed this one. It's not any different this time. I didn't use this one a single time. It's not that I don't like it, but I feel like it's not like a seasonal scent. And I really enjoy seasonal scents because I like to change them up as the seasons go. And this one just feels like an all-the-time scent, which really isn't a bad thing, but it's just not my cup of tea. I had a single fine fragrance mist in this round. I had Snowy Citrus Swirl, and it weighed 8.4 fluid ounces when I started, and it was 8.2 fluid ounces when I weighed it today. If we can see, it's like still up at the top. I mean, it's like just below the label if you angle it at the right angle. Not a fan of fine fragrance mists. I like my perfumes so much more because I like to spray something and have it last longer than like 5 minutes. I hear there's supposed to be like tricks that you can do to make these last longer, but I would just prefer to spray my perfumes on and go. So the moral of this whole project Use It Up that I've gone through is I'm not buying any more fine fragrance mists like ever again. Also, I tried to make myself use this like a lot. Like I usually see people in Bath and Body Works videos like douse themselves in fine fragrance mists, and I was always like, wow, why do you use so much? It's because they don't last. You want to feel like you're getting your use out of it, so you just like soak yourself in it and it just goes away in like 5 minutes. So I get why people do that now, but at the same time, I don't like having to spray myself with this much stuff at one time. I like 1 or 2 spritzes from my perfumes and to call it good. So I did get a very small amount of use out of that, and I don't know if I'm gonna ever finish it up. I just don't know. That being said, I don't know what my plan will be for future project Use It Ups with fine fragrance mists because I just don't really like them. I could keep trying to push myself into using them for these projects, these lengths of these projects, but I don't know, we'll see. The last 2 items in this round of my project Use It Up, we're gonna call this the winter project Use It Up from mid-January to the end of March, are 2 hand creams that I had put in here. The first one is this Winterberry Wonder. I didn't use this one a single time. I don't really care for Winterberry Wonder. I know that's like the most popular common scent with like everybody and their cousin, but it's just not really for me. I mean, there's really nothing directly wrong with it. It's just there's a lot of other scents that I kind of like more. But the reason that I didn't use this Winterberry Wonder like at all one single time is because the other hand cream I had in here is Snowflakes and Cashmere. Is super used up. When I weighed it initially, it was 1.2 fluid ounces, and when I weighed it today, it was 0.4 fluid ounces. If we see how like tiny it is, I have used this one a lot, and like I made it a point to only use 1 hand cream at a time because I wanted to see how long it would take for me to actually like fully use it up. It's been over a month and I'm like super close to being done with it. I don't think I'm gonna cut it open because I don't really know that I care that much about getting like every last drop out. I want to feel like I have used it up decently, but like this is to the point where I have to like bend it and really squeeze to get anything out. So this one is for sure going to be an empty when I film my wrap-up video at the end of March. I don't think I'll have anything else that's like an empty and done with at the end of March when I film that, but again, I wasn't really trying to make sure I like used everything up. I was trying to make sure I was using everything, because up until I started this, I kind of wasn't. So I had 8 items in this round of my project Use It Up for winter time. I feel like I have decided I'm going to kind of add in at least 1 or 2 more things in my future projects as they come. It's going to be a challenge for me because I'm really only going to get through 1 thing this time. But like I said, as long as I'm making progress on using some items that I have, I'll feel better about it. Especially because I'm really okay with keeping things from year to year. Like if I don't finish up my winter items from this round of my project Use It Up, I'm okay with rolling them over to next year. They're not that old, so I'm okay with it, but the goal is to eventually use it up. Which leads me to why I'm doing this again. I'm just trying to get myself to use up the stuff that I have because I love Bath & Body Works. I think it's like wonderful. I think it's great. I love their stuff. I love the different scents. It's wonderful, but I am not going to hoard it. I would just like an inventory that I end up going through and I replace when I go through it. Which is why I don't have candles or soaps or wallflowers in any of this project Use It Up stuff, because I use those up and repurchase them as it goes, because those things I really enjoy using and I like actually genuinely use. So I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling at this point. I don't want anybody to think I'm on like an official low buy or no buy, because they don't work for me. I want to change my mindset on how I'm buying stuff. So this round for me of this project Use It Up is going to be over at the end of March. March 31st is when I am calling it. I also am aware that spring starts in the end of March, but I live in Michigan, so I kind of use things in accordance to my weather, not the calendar's weather, because the calendar's weather is different from my actual weather here in Michigan. I'll probably be really ready for my springtime scents, my summertime scents by the time this finishes up at the end of March, but that should just inspire me to use them more. If anybody watching this is also doing a project Use It Up or a project anything with trying to use up their Bath & Body Works stuff, let me know how you're doing. Talk to me about it, because I need inspiration and I like to share inspiration and motivation, because I need inspiration and motivation myself. So, okay, that is my update for my project Use It Up winter round from January to the end of March. I don't think I'm going to do any more updates because we're getting close to like just a month left, so this is it. I know my Snowflakes and Cashmere hand cream is going to be used up, but I hope I can at least make a little bit of dent in progress on the Winter Berry Wonder, because I really like the hand creams in the end. I didn't realize how much I like the hand creams, but I like the hand creams. Okay, I'm gonna quit rambling. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.